at least from the speedrun. All right, now we're only getting plus 11 for this. So I will play d4 again. It's been working out well. All right, so they're going to play an Englund gambit. What I'm going to do, so I do not know how to play the Englund well, but what I normally do in these openings is first of all, I don't see any reason not to take it. If I don't take it and they push, maybe they're going to squish me. Sometimes it's better to take a pawn if there's no immediate threat. There's no immediate threat now. It's only really when they try to do things and you try to hold onto the pawn where the threat happens. Hopefully that makes sense. Sometimes, I mean, they may not know how to play the Englund game, but they are 300. So I don't want to push because it's a free pawn. It is simply a free pawn. I could push, but why not just take it? We're in, so all right, they're going to go here, and I could block with the bishop. In fact, I don't see why not. Wait, where's the trick? If I go there, queen's there. Actually, I can't even remember. I'm going to go c3. I actually don't remember what the moves are. I think it's just c3, though, if they go this. I think after, so bishop d2, queen e7, bishop e4, queen b4, threatening this pawn. There, that would be losing. Yes, that would be a check. That's one of the tricks. I'm going to go c3. I actually don't know what's correct here, by the way, but we're going to find out. But people do usually play this stuff, and there are a lot of tricks in the Englund. So what I was going to say is sometimes what happens, you take a pawn, and usually what the best idea is to do is develop your pieces and actually give them the pawn back, and that's usually what I do. Sometimes if I'm completely unsure, I actually won't take the pawn at all, but in this case, I figured I should be able to figure it out here. So now, I don't know if I can trap this bishop. A lot of you guys might be tempted, oh, what if I go b4? Try to go c4. Maybe I'll go c4 first at some stage, like bishop there, c4, try to trap this bishop. No, I'm simply going to just develop a piece. Simply develop, and that's that. Mo, when somebody plays the Scandi against you and you push, that's a little bit different. And it does turn into a bit of a French, actually, but it ends up being, it ends up being better for black, I think, after the push. Okay, this is a weird move because I have also not committed to developing kingside, but they went to h6, I believe, because they can't go knight f6. I think knight d7, sorry, knight e7 makes more sense there if they're trying to castle kingside, but this is already not feeling so wonderful for them. It also means that, at the very least, I know that they can only go to f5 or to g4 already. So I can also go here straight away, honestly. This is probably not great for them. I might just be winning a knight. In fact, I think this is just winning. After bishop g5, the queen has nothing guarding it. They're going to go f6. I'm going to take. And if they take back, they lose a knight. So I'm actually just going to do this right away. I'm not trying to advocate here for finding all of the right tactics all the time. Because I don't want to overcomplicate things, but I feel like you guys should be able to see some of this stuff. Like, I'm just going to attack the queen. I have this pawn that was never recaptured. This knight on h6 should automatically strike some bells, you know? This is like, what is this knight doing there? I know it can only jump here and here at the moment. It can only jump there. That makes no sense to me, unfortunately. Maybe they are a legit, you know, they're not, some of the things are stronger than others that I've seen, but I'm not quite sure what that was. After they take, I will take this. They self-destructed a little bit, unfortunately. Maybe they think I'm cheating, I'm not sure. It's a bit of a weird one. Maybe they realize their plans are being foiled, or they realize they're losing a knight. So over here I calculated f6, take, and if they do not do the correct thing in that position, I would push with check and win the queen, or if, let's just say f6 takes castle, which is probably the best move, I would then take, threatening the rook, which would be on f8, and the knight, and then potentially they might have to take with the king, and that would just be, actually no, they'd have to move the queen then. It was just losing, let's just say. We'll have a look at the calculation afterwards, though. They may wait a while, they may not. Oh, sorry, I forget they actually gave me the queen already. All right. So I actually have two moves I can play now. So I'm considering taking. They want to move the rook. I'm actually going to try to win. This is just obviously very lost. If they move the rook, I actually can take this instead of the knight, threatening a checkmate. And if they try to defend, well, then I'll take the knight. Level, it's possible that they, I don't know, if they just realized it was losing and they just wanted to play a different move, but Most sir, I don't know what's going on, brother, but I hope everything's all good, man. You know, chin up if you can, bro. We got your tournament coming up soonish. Should be good. Yeah, they probably meant to take the bishop. Well, they can't take the bishop, but... Oh, you're saying they probably meant to take the bishop with the queen. I didn't even consider that, but obviously that's just clearly straight losing as well, so... all right, so I'm going to do what I said. I'm actually not going to take the knight, because now they have to defend this threat over here of checkmate, which they can very easily defend, but then I'll just take this. Like bishop e6, checkmate. I think knight c6 is the only move, and then I just take this. I think knight c6 defends this square. Oh, there's that too. All right, but then I just take this. Knight c6 was the only move that defended both the bishop and the checkmate, I believe. Or is this the checkmate too? Actually, this is still... So when you calculate these tactics, sometimes it's worth thinking, oh no, all right, they defended. I guess there's no checkmate. Let me just take the piece that I considered. However, in a position like this, it's worth considering something like this first. After queen e4, you just always think one extra move, you know? Queen e4, king can't go here. King can't go here because of the pawn. They have to defend against the checkmate. Otherwise, it'd just be a mate. They have to block. I take. And then they have to block again, so let's see what they have in store for me. So queen e4 check. No square. No square. Only move. Bam. Checkmate ease. Well, actually, so it's not checkmate here. So after 95, queen e5, bishop e6, then I decide, do I take this or is there anything else? We'll see. Now, I can also go like this too if I want to. Now I'll just take this. It's just so winning. I might as well just do it and clean up. I can go here, here, and here maybe. We'll see. This is the only move once again. Or this. This is also this move too, but unlikely they're going to prevent a checkmate here. Okay. We'll see. I have an idea. I'm just deciding whether I don't take the bishop or not. If I can maybe get a long castles mate. I've been trying to get one of these for a few games. I don't see it yet. I'm just thinking they might try to save the bishop, so they might go back. I'll go... I can't see the long castles mate, unfortunately. They always have this square, huh? Could go like this. No, it doesn't work. All right, maybe I'll just develop. I'm gonna let them do this. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's not gonna happen here, but because they will still have this move. So if they for some reason went c6, then I'd get long castles mate. Currently, the king only has this square. I can let them take this as well if I can somehow get rid of that specific square. Yeah, take. No, it just doesn't work. Come on, bro. I can't find it. Really want that long castles mate. I could go here. I'm gonna do. I'm really pushing it here. I want this. If they go back, I'm gonna go here again. If they take this, I get long castles mate, I think. Oh no, but then there's jeez, bro. Nothing works. Hopefully we get this though. To which I will respond with this, and then I'll let them take and I'll go like this. Okay, so we're gonna go there. Okay, they can take my bishop if they want to. I believe this is long castles mate if they don't do anything. We'll see. This is not teaching you guys obviously how to win, but you know, you're gonna have fun sometimes when you're up a lot of materials. All right, they just assigned. No, they didn't let me do it. So over there, I was just hoping they were gonna take my bishop and let me get it. Let's see if I was correct. So here, after this, they go there, and I just go bam. Yes. Would have been a long castles. I consider that a win. So I had a lot of missed wins because I was trying to be cheeky, but anyway. Not to be like an offensive or anything, I just thought it'd be funny to try, so. Alright, so Englund gambit, I take, they go there, I just go c3. A lot of the times you don't want to push a pawn, but in this case, if I push a pawn, it doesn't give them the chance to do anything cheeky, it doesn't give them the chance to trade anything, I'm simply left with a pawn. Because I have to try to save the bishop. Yeah, I did think that this was not the right move, it's just not super active. Here I just defend the pawn. Pretty simple. Yes, unfortunately, when a knight ends up on the rim of the board, kind of the side of the board, it's worth just spending a minute just trying to work out what to do before you just instantly take. I considered taking, but why would I take it? This is a beautiful bishop. It's a good defense against this guy too. You know, this knight is pretty bad. It only has this square and this square, so it's very easy to work out where they might jump. After this, yeah, just see what they're going to do. So they were going to do this probably straight losing, of course, but I originally was calculating this. I simply take. If they were to castle, this is winning the queen, of course, with the check, the discovered check. If they take this, I just simply take this guy, just winning a piece, and obviously checkmate shortly as well, probably. This was just, you can see like, yeah, knight h6, it goes from +2 almost to +5 because they probably have to take the queen. Sorry, take the bishop with the queen. What do I think are the least played moves ever? On move 1 or on what move number? On move 1, it's probably like f3. Or b4 potentially. I reckon the Polish is pretty uncommon. Or the Grob. Probably g4. g4 is one of the worst openings you can start with. But, you know, we get some wins in those two here and there. But yes, here, just develop and always just check. Like so the king is usually the thing you're looking out for when there's a weakened diagonal. Because the king is usually the thing that gets stuck in these openings. But it's still always worth checking if the queen also has no squares. And you can, you know, so to speak, checkmate the queen. And something has to happen for them not to lose the queen. It's worth having a look. Definitely worth having a look. Alright, so this point, pretty straightforward. Maybe it was. Maybe they did mean to take the bishop. I'm not sure. I thought maybe they were just trying to see if I was going to take it slowly or quick. Maybe they thought I was cheating. Take, yeah, and by the way, here if they had taken, I would have just taken. There's probably really not too much to say about this game after the fact, except for I was just trying to set up some cool mates. Here, if they just tried to like kick my queen out or something, oh, this is actually not a checkmate, but I go here. And then threatening the checkmate again, so. Hopefully this all made sense. Here as well, tempting to take this, but I may as well threaten this, because after this, at the very least, I'm either taking this guy or this guy. But this was the only move I thought, but then all that, I guess. Everything was winning. They really, not much to do here. Here, I only did this even knowing I could have just taken the rook, because I just wanted to threaten this, and, yeah. Would have been a checkmate. Alright.